Alrighty, here we are in the missions. Can you believe it? We're doing some missions here. Didn't build. Well, I haven't built any missions and I haven't downloaded any community missions, so these are all the missions that are actually from the Making History pack. But then I haven't played Kerbal Space Program for a while. That's what's kind of good about this expansion, bringing me back to it. So let's just start with the beginning tutorial to see how that's going to do. But we got to get through this tutorial right here. For each mission, you can see the mission briefing. You can also save your missions during play to return to them after at a later time. For each mission you complete, you may see, where applicable, a score to impress with your friends. I haven't played anything yet, so no scores and nothing that you guys can go, ha ha ha, my score's better, because it will be. But yeah, so this is cool. Small print, so I'm going to read it. At the bottom of the missions list, there are count them, 3 tutorial missions for you to try. No, I count 2. 1, 2. Kerbals and their numbers. Maths. Each will teach you a different aspect of the mission builder. Weird. Cool. Again, maybe once we do these, it'll unlock advanced, because it seems like it'd be beginner, intermediate, advanced, but it is what it is. Welcome to the Mission Builder. This is where you plan out and export your missions for others to play. Oh. Okay. Let's go for it. Let's learn how to build missions. That's an interesting place to start, because it's all about let's checking out the new content. Let's see. Welcome to the Mission Builder. This is where you can plan out and export your missions for others to play. Creating missions is quite simple. All you need to do is drag nodes out of the sidebar on the left onto the canvas in the middle of the screen. Once the node is placed, you can tweak and fine-tune its settings by altering its properties in the top section of the action pane, located on the right side of the screen. Before we begin, we need to set up a start node. This will dictate where the player starts, what the starting settings are for your missions, as well as any other mission critical information. Makes sense, you gotta have a good starting point. The start will, let's tell the player where they need to start and what their vessel conditions are. There are many options here, but let's keep it simple for now and start at the KSC in their own vessel. The Kerbal Space Command? Oh, man. All new missions appear with 2 nodes by default. Here's the start node. Here's the spawn vessel, okay? The start node and a create vessel node, which is now spawn vessel. Now click on the create vessel node, and notice there is a name for our vessel called unnamed vessel. Yes. Click this now and type a new name for the vessel. Vessel name. We're going to call it, what we do is the Monty Express. Because anytime I ask, you guys are like, that's what you do. That's what you got to go for. Got to go back to my train days. All right, so cool. Next. You will notice that there are 2 radio button settings in the settings action pane. Okay. One sets this vessels as players built, and the other sets this vessel as creator defined. Player built vessels are built by the mission player, whereas creator built vessels you as the mission creator must build for the player to use during the mission play. You will also note the other settings for the vessels, the situation. So here was these player-built, creator-built buttons here. But now we're on the situation. So this could be the launch pad, it could be landed, it could be in orbit, but let's leave our vessel set for now, so it's at the launch pad. Next we have the facility to be used. That can be the VAB or the SPH. The default is the VAB. That's going to be the vehicle assembly building over like the space plane hangar. Let's leave our player created vessel set to this for now. Cool, so we're going to leave it at VAB. Makes sense. The last setting we are going to cover here is the launch site selection. Here you can choose where the vessel will be launched from when the situation is set to the launch site setting. Okay, which is going to be here. For now, we will leave it set to the launch pad, but again, things we could change. Very cool. Next. Great! Now the player will start their mission at the KSC launch pad in a vessel they will build themselves. You can also choose to start players of your missions in orbit, landed, or a number of different scenarios. Okay, that's pretty cool. Find the orbit node first, locate it, and drag it out onto the canvas. Alright, so find the orbit node first. Easy enough, easy enough. Let's see what our nodes are over here. Let's see. Look at all these cool things. Orbit. Here's an orbit node. Fantastic job. Now we need to set the planet to be orbited and also a target orbit. Okay, so next, make sure the make sure the planet moon is selected. We're gonna say that. Cool. Please select the moon to continue. Great. We'll leave the orbital settings at their default values. So this vessel, that body. Okay. You can even change them visually in the graphical action pane underneath the settings. Wow, interesting. Orbit angles. All kinds of cool stuff here. Very neat. Look at that. Okay, cool. Next. The next thing we need to do is link the start node to the orbit node. Click the outer connector on the start node on the right side of the node. Once you have clicked, a connector line will appear and follow the mouse pointer. Click the input connector on the orbit node. Is that this? Oh, look at that, to the orbit node. How do I click it to this? Kaboom, kaboom. To there. Ah, yeah, look at that. The next thing we need to do is do the start node, which we just did. So let's add one final goal to the mission. Let's direct the player to land on the moon to wrap up the mission. Drag out a vessel landed object node and place it near the orbit node. Landed vessel, is that what you wanted? Drag out the vessel landed. Well, there's no vessel landed, but there is a landed vessel. I wish the tutorial stuff matched up a little better there. Alrighty here. I'm sure that's going to have to connect to that point. Try selecting the moon from the list. There you go, the moon. And in the settings of the vessel, landed objectives, landed vessel, celestial body, active, boom, 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 on the moon, active vessel, next. By default, the vessel landed nodes will choose the whole planet as the target location. You can be more specific, though, and choose biomes or actual coordinates for the player to land by changing the location type setting. So that's cool. So I could actually go right here and change it instead of the whole celestial body. Lastly, let's save our work. Otherwise, we can't play our mission or share our creation with the rest of the community. Once saved, we can load them up to play or come back here to edit them further. Very cool. Click on the Save button, which is the little floppy disk at the top right, because everybody knows what a floppy disk is nowadays. Open mission briefing dialog. No briefing has yet been entered. Please enter a mission name, briefing, and any other setup information in the briefing dialog. The mission will be saved if you press OK. OK. Info. Welcome to the Mission Builder. This is where you plan out and export your missions for others to play. Editing disabled due to localization. This value is read from a localization tag. Cool. What do you want me to do here? Type the name for your mission in the box at the very top of the dialogue, and then enter in a line or two in the mission briefing. Okay, notes. This will tell the players what to expect of the mission, and hit OK when you're done. You can also review your objectives, validate your mission, and add scoring and awards as well. Look at that! We can give people a bronze award or a silver award for the different, like, set the points thresholds. Completed mission in less than required time. Cool, so we can even give you bonuses. Look at that, you can even get a key to the planet. Very cool. Score enabled, of course. Now, is it saying author? I can enter your name or nickname because we are the Monty here. We can set our difficulty level, which is kind of cool. We can have change the banners. Very fun. A little popcorn banner there. We'll do that one for the success. The fail, big explosions in space is probably what we want to do there. And then just playing is, you know, they be playing. That's all we got there. I'm sure we could probably add some more screenshots into here as well. No mission pack. Mods information, no mod details there, but we would be able to probably edit the name here and that there. Very cool, very cool. You can also review. Okay, are we done? Are we done? Like, cause you're not gonna let me actually. Am I just gonna say okay? Sweet, great. Those are the basics on how to create a mission. There's still much more to show you, so you can now either choose to continue the tutorial and learn the action pane, events, and more, or exit back to the missions menu. I'm going to keep these short and sweet, so I'm just going to go ahead and go back to the mission menu, and we can continue the tutorial next episode. So we're going to say done. We're done. We're done with this. And there you go. Look at that. It says not played yet. I was thinking this is what it meant by continuing, so maybe we didn't finish. No, I don't know. But anyway, that's what I'm going to be showing for now. Don't you worry, I'm going to be showing a lot more. What I really want to start showing off is the actual... it's funny, because I went to play missions thinking I would avoid the creating missions. But we would actually go into the mission builder to start creating these. But the tutorials are more leading about how to do the mission builder, which is interesting. This is what I want to get into, is the making history missions here. So stay tuned for a Dawn of the Space Age. Not yet played, but don't you worry, we will be playing it. So that's going to be an interesting one. I plan for lots of explosions. There's no science involved in this. It's just going to be crazy fun, and there may be a little bit of science involved, and probably a little bit of math. Oh, it's going to happen. It's part of KSP. But I'm excited for this. And then I might even go back, if you guys really do want to see, and start a real new game. Like, start a new game with a career or something. And hopefully I'll throw up some screenshots here while I've been yabbering on. So, thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great day.